The issue is that if by nature you mean entheogens, entheogenic plants, psychedelic drugs, or whatever you want to call them, nature is not currently criminalized, because I have never heard of an entheogenic plant being beaten up by the police, nor have I heard of one being put in handcuffs and taken to jail. The natural species that those things are happening to is called human beings, like me. I think that this is a very important point to make when discussing decriminalizing nature. Don't you? See, I emailed Decriminalize Nature like a few years ago, said I was starting my own chapter of their organization in Humboldt County, California, and made this group like 2 years ago, or more, I think. So if you asked me yesterday who was the founder of Decriminalize Nature Humboldt, I would have said Adrienne Floreen. I do not know who made this website or who wrote this mission statement that I am about to show you, but it was not written by me. I would never write something that stupid. I am a highly intelligent, highly educated person. Just because I haven't got a degree does not mean that I am not intelligent or educated. I would also never in my wildest dreams consider linking to what you linked to here. You're going to see it in a minute, people. I really do support your cause, which is why I'm wearing this button that says Decriminalize Nature Oakland. And I'll even speak out on behalf of your cause to the Arcata City Council. Therefore, when I criticize the way your mission statement and the way your petition is worded in this video, do not think that I am criticizing you because I do not support your cause. In fact, I will even volunteer to rewrite your mission statement for free to make it sound intelligent and coherent, because right now it does not. See, every time one of these Decriminalize Nature organizations pops up and writes a mission statement and drafts a law that they want to have passed, I read it and I cringe. When I read Decriminalize Nature Oakland's mission statement, I cringed. When I read Decriminalize Nature Ann Arbor's mission statement, I really cringed. And now I'm going to explain why. Both why I cringed and why, when they asked people to show up at the Oakland City Council meetings and talk to the City Council about their positive experiences with entheogenic plants, I found a copy of the picture of when the police beat me up for LSD, and I had it printed out like at least twice, if not a few times, bigger than the size of my actual face, and I showed the Oakland City Council a picture of my beaten and bloody face. The issue is that if by nature you mean entheogens, entheogenic plants, psychedelic drugs, or whatever you want to call them, nature is not currently criminalized, because I have never heard of an entheogenic plant being beaten up by the police, nor have I heard of one being put in handcuffs and taken to jail. The natural species that those things are happening to is called human beings, like me. I think that this is a very important point to make when discussing decriminalizing nature. Don't you? If your point is that you think entheogens should be decriminalized so people can have good trips, that's a nice point, but it's really not the most important one. A more important point would be that entheogens should be decriminalized because whether somebody is having a good trip or a bad trip, they're in more danger from the police than they are from whatever the entheogen might be doing to them. Like, they smashed my face into the ground, tried to strangle me, and as far as I know, the cop who did it to me is still a cop in the city of Petaluma where he did it to me. So I will show up to speak to the Arcata City Council, not to give them my trip report, but to give them my police report. See, I emailed Decriminalize Nature like a few years ago, said I was starting my own chapter of their organization in Humboldt County, California, and made this group like 2 years ago, or more, I think. So if you asked me yesterday who was the founder of Decriminalize Nature Humboldt, I would have said Adrienne Floreen. I do not know who made this website or who wrote this mission statement that I am about to show you, but it was not written by me. I would never write something that stupid. I am a highly intelligent, highly educated person. Just because I haven't got a degree does not mean that I am not intelligent or educated. I would also never in my wildest dreams consider linking to what you linked to here. You're going to see it in a minute, people. I am now going to tell you everything that I think is wrong with your statement for reasons other than the one that I just explained. First of all, I will be recording a 90-second to 3-minute video and uploading it to your site. You're probably not going to like it. So first of all, we are on the mission to decriminalize entheogenic and healing plants and fungus. Let's click on entheogenic to see how they define it. Oh look, it brings you to a Google search result for the word entheogenic with pictures of Brugmansia flowers. Now, I took a video of Brugmansia flowers growing in Berkeley the day after Oakland decriminalized all natural psychedelics. And I made an important point. I'll share a link to that video in the description of this one. Why should we decriminalize all entheogenic plants and fungi on Schedule 1? They are not addictive. In fact, they can be helpful in addiction treatment. Attention to the appropriate setting, and dosage can greatly reduce potential risks and negative impacts, and can be beneficial in treating trauma, reducing intimate partner violence, and recidivism. Thousands of years of practices across the globe highlight the healing and spiritual potential of entheogens. Humans should have the inalienable right to engage with naturally occurring plants and fungi in the manner they feel appropriate for themselves. Okay, I would like to have sex with them. If they pass this law, am I going to be allowed to engage with them sexually? Engage with. Oh, God. It is nice how they mention that they originally passed the laws against these plants to arrest African Americans and people from the anti-war movements. That's kind of true. It's also nice that they mention the global drive to prioritize clinical and medical settings, meaning you have to go to a doctor's office to trip, because I despise that global drive and have criticized it repeatedly in my videos. Adults are not children. Wow, were you aware of that? With proper education can be empowered to make their own decisions, a potent first step toward healing. Why should we support a decriminalization approach that reconnects our roots to nature? It sounds like they're saying, why should we? It would be ridiculous to support it. Not why should we? They're giving you a reason to support it. While science, technology, and industrialization have expanded our capacity, they have also disconnected us from nature. How do we reconnect to nature now that we are at the crossroads of climate change? So, I know they're trying to say that you should reconnect to nature by using natural psychedelics and maybe tripping outside in nature and not in, a doctor's office or a hospital. But this statement sounds so disconnected from the rest of their statement that it almost sounds like they're saying to do this.
What are you doing, Adrienne? What are you doing?
I'm reconnecting with nature, man. I'm trying to get as connected as I possibly can.
Okay.
But don't worry, guys. Even if you don't let me rewrite your mission statement, the Arcata City Council will love it. Because it mentions climate change and reconnecting with nature. So of course, no matter what else it says, or how poorly it is written, they will absolutely vote yes on it. Most likely unanimously. But in my own personal opinion, the only thing that you could add to your mission statement to make it sound more ridiculous than it already sounds would be to end it by saying that you knew that all of this was true because you had the Helping Friendly book and it contained all of the knowledge inherent in the universe and had enabled the lizards to live in harmony with nature for years. I will do you guys a favor and write a better mission statement and make it the description of my group that only 4 people joined. And if you want, you may copy it and use it. Thank you for watching this video. Bye, people.